You know, John Oliver's a pretty funny guy, as long as he isn't talking about things that can cost you your money or your life.
Access to healthcare is a big problem in America, and one of the key reasons is that health insurance is often linked to employment.
He's a sit-down comedian who wears a coat and a tie and pretends to be a hard-hitting journalist, or the voice of Vanity Smurf if you prefer.
Good morning, every Smurf.
Good morning, Vanity.
You know, from Smurf Village, where every Smurf has great Smurf care and it's all free. You see, unlike us humans, Smurfs generally don't use money because everything they do is usually for the benefit of the whole community, and they freely share whatever they have with each other. Funny how that sounds exactly like medical cost sharing that Vanity Smurf is totally trashing in this video.
As you've probably guessed, because you're learning about them on this show and not what if John Oliver was somehow less angry, less English, and had Jack Ryan money, there are also some significant drawbacks.
Hi, my name's Art Getz with the Health Benefits Network, where we give you the scoop on the latest ideas and innovations about health, healthcare, and health benefits that can make your life better. Now, John's gotten quite rich by leveraging that British accent, snarky banter, and claiming expertise on whatever subject he chooses to make jokes about. Isn't it crazy how any old Brit can say almost anything and come off sounding like a genius? You know, like, oh well, there it is, I pooped my pants. Well, but sadly, John, that's exactly what you've done in this video about medical cost sharing. I have to admit, I laughed at some of his jokes. But then I realized this guy has no problem at all cherry picking a few bad apples and stretching the truth so he can make up more jokes. But this isn't just casual humor, John. It's arrogant and malicious, and an unprovoked slap in the face to literally millions of Americans who have trusted medical cost sharing over health insurance for nearly 40 years. But Oliver seems driven to brand all cost sharing participants as hapless and uninformed, and the cost sharing industry as deceptive and dishonest, and even risky. But honestly, John, I think that's exactly how most people feel about health insurance, isn't it? I mean, come on, think about it. Who's going to be more interested in paying your medical bills and keeping the monthly costs down? A giant for-profit insurance company? Or a like-minded community of healthy people who just want to get their medical bills paid when they need it? I'll tell you which one I'll be choosing in just a minute. But first, a word from our sponsor. If you have more concerns about traditional health insurance, there's probably a video about it on this channel. If you are sick and tired of bad and overpriced health insurance, check out our sponsor, scoophealth.com. Now, when it comes to health insurance, this refugee from a single-payer healthcare failure declared that our way, the American way, is completely wrong. He actually says that we got it all wrong. How perfectly British of you, John. Who does he think he is? This stand-up comedian and self-styled healthcare expert openly admits he really only has eyes for a single-payer healthcare system. Yes, he's a big fan of that. And mirrors, too. Isn't that right, Smurfette?
My mirror!
But hold on, Vanity Smurf. Before you toss medical cost sharing in the used joke pile alongside your beloved National Health Institute, maybe you should consider making a video about the single-payer British healthcare system that gave you life. Because one of these two alternatives is known for rationing healthcare and making sick people wait to get the healthcare they need in a timely manner. And the other one? It's medical cost sharing. Then Vanity Smurf makes the argument that 7.6 million Americans lost their jobs due to the pandemic.
And this is a particular problem at the moment because employment is still down 7.6 million jobs from its pre-pandemic level.
And millions of people are struggling to find healthcare coverage right now. And these poor souls are probably so weak and vulnerable that they could be easily lured in by these crooked medical cost-sharing types. Wink, wink. I guess I can understand when you're as rich as John Oliver that you don't know how average people have to budget and pay for things, or how the Affordable Care Act covers most of the cost for low-income people to have health insurance. You know, like the people who've lost their jobs, John? I made this video because it's just not right to trust this Hollywood actor for financial or healthcare advice. There's this alternative to health insurance that's been working perfectly for millions of people for as long as health insurance has been around. Yet Vanity Smurf would have you believe that it's all a big ripoff. It's pretty disappointing that John Oliver chooses to waste his celebrity, his sense of humor, and his platform to disparage something that is so vital to so many people. Honestly, this video could end up actually hurting the very people I assume he's trying to protect, the millions of Americans who rely on these non-profit cost-sharing programs to pay their medical bills. I mean, really, John, some of your comedy, it's pretty funny, but healthcare for everyday people in America, that's no joke. As a wealthy comedian and American transplant, maybe Vanity Smurf should stick to smurfing and leave healthcare to real consumers making informed decisions about healthcare and finances without the interference of bureaucrats or insurance companies or snarky comedians. Listen, I tell people all the time, if you're struggling with the financial decision to sign up for health insurance, then you owe it to yourself to at least check out medical cost sharing. It's typically 30 to 40% less per month. And if you're tired of high deductibles and insurance networks, then medical cost sharing might be the answer. Hey, we want to hear from you, so please leave your questions and your thoughts in the comment section below. And to make sure that you enjoy more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell, as we'll be bringing you more healthcare benefit news and stories. And don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with your colleagues and friends, because they have a Smurfy health insurance problem too.